struggle to be seen and heard. In case we haven't met yet, I'm Jess X Goh. I'm the sole founder of Life in Confidence. This is a real fear for so many people because they fear their own existence. They fear of being seen and heard through public speaking or to even show up to an event, to share their emotions, to share their ideas or their opinions. And so if this is you, this message is for you. When I arrived in Perth, I felt very unsettled. I had experienced the worst jet lag ever, and normally I don't get jet lag. And I came across certain situations that was triggering up the feelings of not being seen and heard. For example, I attended my first women's circle in Perth, and I was 6 minutes late because my train got delayed, and it was hard to find the venue in the dark. It was my first time there. When it was my turn to share in the circle, I apologized for my lateness, and there was no acknowledgement from the facilitator. I was wondering if she received my apology at all, as it was sincere. And I left feeling disappointed. I didn't receive a cup of cacao, which was advertised in the event description. And I had to ask a participant if they received a cup of cacao, and they said yes. And they said to me that you had to bring your own cup, which I'd never received an email about that. It wasn't even in my spam. And I entered the correct email because I received my ticket order. So I sent her an email with feedback around that and how it made me feel. And I didn't receive any response from her, which left me quite bitter and resentful that I even showed up to that women's circle. I was better off being at home. And another incident that came about in Perth is I was walking the dog, and this young man waved at me. It was nighttime, and he approached me and asked me for directions. I explained to him that I'm not from the area and that I can suggest other things such as Google Maps. And then he was open to that. And then when I said, I can show you, he was not open to that. And then I said, well, I can show you how to get to the main road to get to the bus stop. And then he again pushed me away and said, this conversation is pointless. And I just walked away, thinking and feeling, what was the point of me even trying? What was the point of you even asking me for help when you do not give me the respect for me to be seen and heard, and you're constantly interrupting me when I am giving you directions because you approach me for help? So from one incident after another, where I have not been seen and heard, it has left me in a place of not wanting to be here. What is the point of being a part of a community or humanity that is not interested in connecting with me or wanting to improve themselves or to help themselves? And I noticed that this was triggering a massive mother wounding where I was not seen and heard by my mother. Every time I expressed my desire for a boundary, and the constant repetition of that to express my feelings and emotions to her and how her behaviors made me feel, and not being seen by that and just say sorry but it's not coming from a place of remorse where you actually understood the impact of how your behavior has onto your daughter, but to just say sorry for the sake of it, so you want to keep the relationship. So by not being seen and heard, what rises there is self-hatred. If we're not getting our needs met by others, and we get ourselves in this paranoia that nobody wants to connect with us, it's because we're not able to hold the capacity to hold space to see and hear ourselves in our own pain and misery. And instead, what we do is we beat ourselves up when we get caught up in that spiral. And I noticed myself in that trap until I was able to discover there was so much self-hatred that I had within myself that I wasn't aware of, that kept me looped in this spiral and attracting these experiences of not being seen and heard by strangers, by people that I don't even know. And this has left me to confront and face the hatred that I had towards myself, that I didn't want to see and hear it. So when we get to the root cause of our own pain and suffering, that's when we can set ourselves free. It's not because of them, they don't see us, they don't hear us. It's because we choose to get caught up in not being seen and heard, because we don't do that for ourselves. Especially when we're feeling fugly, where old heavy emotions are showing up. That's when we want to numb ourselves out. We want to block the pain. We want to say no, but the pain is telling you to come and look at me. Hear me out, even though you don't want to hear it, but hear me out, because you are the person that's going to help me heal me, because I need you to see and heal me. And so when I finally understood that, the fear of being seen and heard, of not being seen and heard, should I say, dissolved. And I was able to see myself from a place of compassion. I'm so sorry, Jess, that I did this to you. I'm so sorry that I pushed you away, this hatred away, to deny it, to disown it. But I welcome you because you are a part of me and you are a part of my human experience. And you are here to help me grow and evolve. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for all of the lessons that I needed to receive so I can move on from this. I hope that this gives you clarity as to why you struggle to be seen and heard, and that is because there's a relationship of self-hatred that hasn't been addressed yet. If you struggle with this, I highly recommend that you join me for my winter solstice ancestral trauma clearing circle to start moving through stagnant emotions, patterns, and traumas that we've inherited from our parents and our ancestors. If you can't join me live on Zoom, you do get access to the replay for 1 month. So click on the link below to learn more and to book your spot. It's a really powerful transmission. If you like to see me face to face, I am running my upcoming workshops and retreats such as Transforming Trauma and Conscious Relationships in Adelaide and in London. You can click on the link below to learn more or to book your spot. And if you prefer to work with me privately, if we happen to be in the same place at the same time through my nomadic travels, you can work with me one-to-one in a 1-day trauma recovery retreat where I create personalized processes for you to move out of trauma, to work towards your goals and to integrate so you can be more coherent, more in alignment with yourself, so you can start living your best life. Or you can work with me online in a 3-month high-level container called Find Yourself in Trust, where you get weekly private trauma recovery sessions catered to your needs and what is it that you would like to move through. You will get direct access to me by WhatsApp, Telegram, or phone. And this will bring you accountability and to keep the momentum alive. And also access to my trauma recovery online course to get access to tools and techniques. So if you are ready to move mountains and find your you, please click on the links below to book a free clarity call to learn more and to watch my free webinar to understand how I work with my clients and if this is right for you. And if you got something out of this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can reach as many people as I can with my message and the content that I share. Give this video a like, comment below, and share it with your loved ones who need to hear this. So my love, when will you give yourself permission to be seen and heard by you? Because you are the most important person on this planet. You are here to experience, to receive, and to give so much more than your ego. But by being the true essence of who you are, the light that's in your heart, you illuminate your joy, your radiance, your love, and your transmission to your loved ones who are in need of this right now. Keep moving forward. Don't be afraid to go within. And there you shall find is a hidden gem, and that is you.